Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to Resort Originals. Today we're going to be talking about why Pokemon struck gold with their limited series, Twilight Wings. Let's get into it. So the question has always been, can Pokemon manage to bridge the gap between a younger audience to an older audience within one animated series? Well, they may have pulled that one off with Twilight Wings. Pokemon Twilight Wings exclusively takes place in the Galar region, and it features so many characters within that region from the games of Sword and Shield. The series also introduces two new characters, John and Tommy. John is a kid who starts his journey in the hospital, and we don't know what's wrong with him, but the point of his character is to represent a kid who spends a lot of time at the hospital. John's goal is to be able to watch Champion Leon in an official Pokemon battle. That journey shows a glimpse of how exhilarating and exciting Pokemon battles can be. The visualization that we were able to see at the highest level in a Pokemon battle is perfectly encapsulated within the very first episode, and it starts that animation trend for the rest of the series. John sees those incredible battles and represents us as a kid the very first time we were able to see Pokemon battling. If they only focused on John, then we would start to lose older viewers like me because it only creates one perspective, and that's a younger child. But instead, they were able to expand to different characters that were of different ages and different experiences at different points of their life where someone like me would be able to relate to. Those experiences are touched on a more emotional and serious spot that we normally don't get in the main series. So I really applaud Pokemon for really trying to bring out something that we normally don't get to see in a series. But the storylines that we're able to get are shown with such amazing animation, and that's something that any anime fan, old or young, can really appreciate. But what Pokemon does great is they don't focus on solely one audience. So they started with a young kid, and then they went to a gym leader's perspective, and then they were able to go back to Hop, where it brings someone that's more of a 10-year-old perspective on how he looks at the Pokemon world and his experience with a Pokemon like a Wooloo that's on the beginning of his journey, and how we might be able to look to see what his potential can be as a Pokemon trainer. Hop's episode is most closely related to the current anime series we have now, so if we're going to be able to get any kind of a connection where we see some similarities, this would be the one. It's definitely one of my least favorite episodes, but it at least always makes sure that they are going to be catering to a specific audience with each episode, and then we slowly bring them all together by the time we get to the very end. After Hop's episode, we were able to get back on track to the gym leader perspective in the Galar region, and the featured gym leader of this episode was Nessa. Nessa represented a great episode because her experience as far as being in a conflict between two career paths, that's something that a lot of us can relate to, and we try to see what she does to cope with that situation, but also how to overcome that. So it becomes something that's relatable, and it is something that is visually pleasing to be able to watch as well. And I'm not just talking about because of how gorgeous she is. What they were able to do great with Nessa's episode was be able to show what her life was like as a young child, and how she was able to develop to the character she is now. It intertwines her growing up with Pokemon, and then recapturing that love to motivate her to have such an ambitious goal of not only being able to accomplish being a great gym leader, but also being able to have two career paths to where she can also model and be a gym leader at the same time. And that shows heart and determination to showing how successful she wants to be, whether it means that she has to give up some things to be able to accomplish that goal. These conflicts bring a relatable storyline to audiences my age, and that's something that I really enjoy with the Pokemon series, and it's something I haven't experienced before, so Nessa's episode was a great path in the right direction. For the rest of the series, it features many other gym leaders, and they do a great job at keeping continuity with Nessa's episode, and that's giving experiences with older gym leaders and what they go through in day-to-day life, and how it can be related to someone like me. And the storyline is still enough where a young child can still follow this, but it at least shows appreciation to an audience like me. Now let's fast forward to the final episode of this limited series. Watching this episode put me on the edge of my seat for the first time in a long time watching the Pokemon anime. And what I saw in Twilight Wings was something that captured me in a way that I knew Pokemon was onto something great. The biggest thing is Pokemon needs to know that they have the support from an older audience. Pokemon Twilight Wings is the absolute best animation I have ever seen in a Pokemon series. And not only were they able to accomplish that, but they were able to bridge the gap between a younger audience and an older audience like me to really appreciate what Pokemon means to me and to someone just starting out on their journey getting into the series. That's something that I know Pokemon has the capability of doing after watching this series, but the biggest thing is, how are they going to be able to bring that to an audience like us? There's plenty of animes out there where an older audience and a younger audience can appreciate an anime series. A great example of this is My Hero Academia. That show is the perfect show for me, and there's a reason why it's so popular. You can get a 10-year-old into it, and you can get me, who's 26, into a show that great. All you really have to do, the key to any series, is make characters relatable. If you can put yourself in that character's shoes, you're going to be able to invest them into that character and many others that surround the main protagonist. That's a formula for success, and there is a fantastic world of Pokemon that can represent many different storylines, many different characters, but the biggest thing Pokemon needs to do is just pull the trigger on it. Well, now I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on the Twilight Wings series. Did Pokemon find something special where they are going to be able to make this into a regular series, or do you feel like it's better as a limited series? Let me know in the comment section below. You can find me streaming on Twitch TV/Resort Originals, and I'd love to see you there. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel because we're going to be making a lot more content like this and expanding on different franchises. I hope you can be a part of the Resort family and follow me along my journey. Have a good one, guys. I'm out.